Welcome to the High Value Sales Show of Eversprint.com. I'm Malcolm Louie, the managing member of Eversprint, and today we're speaking with Brian Krusz, the owner-operator of Sergeant Clean's Car Wash with 5 locations in Northeast Ohio. Welcome to the call, Brian.
Hey, thanks for having me, Malcolm.
Brian, you grew your company's revenue from $360,000 in 2014 to $3.1 million in 2017, a 760% increase, and in 2018, you're on track to hit around $5 million. But before I ask you how you grew your company so fast, can you briefly share what your company does beyond my very quick intro and how your company differs from the competition?
Yeah, thanks, Malcolm. We are a express exterior car wash chain in Northeast Ohio. We've got 5 locations. Our locations are featured at our website at sergeantclean.com, but they cover the Northeast Ohio area.
And how does your company differ from all the other car washes that are out there?
The main thing for us is our people. Our people is our most valuable resource that we have. A lot of other owner-operators see that that's not a vital part, but we're about, the shaking hands, the kissing babies, the smile, when you get your car washed, because it's just more than that. So it's the experience that you get as well as the smiling, friendly face that you see on a regular basis.
All right. Fantastic. And what would you say have been the 3 biggest drivers of your sales growth over the past few years from 2014 to 2018?
Number 1 is our unlimited program. So we offer an unlimited car wash program. It starts at $19.97 a month. You can wash unlimited at every one of our locations throughout Northeast Ohio, and that's been a nice catalyst for continued ongoing revenue, so a nice residual income that we get. The second is our customer service. We're all about our customers. We're all about the experience, and that has been proven to drive great success in our growth from one year to the next, and the continuation from 2018 on to 19. The third, I'd say, is our sales and marketing. That would also encompass our branding. So our company is Sergeant Clean's Car Wash, which is featured after myself. We had a contest about 5 years ago to rename the car wash, and that was one that was chosen. And it's just about our brand. It's our brand is backed with a feel-good sensation, a great car wash experience, getting a clean car, coupled with some superior service by our team members.
Fantastic. Can we talk a little bit more about your unlimited program? How did you get your idea, and what's been the take-up rate, the acceptance of people jumping on board?
Yeah, it's been fantastic. We started this about 5 years ago at our Strongsville facility, and it was a software company that kind of gave us the idea out of Akron, Ohio. And it's tough to get over. You pay $19.97 a month, and then you never see the guy or gal for another 29 days to get another $19.97, hopefully. So it's kind of tough to make that first step. But with the unlimited program, we've seen tremendous value, not only just specifically to our customers, because for them it's fantastic. You spend just like Netflix or Hulu, $19.97 a month, unlimited, wash all you want, use all of our locations. So it's a great concept and a great idea for them. After 3 visits, it pretty much pays for itself.
Right.
The other part of the triangle here is for our team. So it's good for them where when you think of car washing, you generally think of some transient type business and maybe you're just employing college kids and people, high school kids, but these are actually a career path we've chosen for them. So the unlimited program allows us to provide salaries for team members, regular 40, 50 hours a week on a regular basis. So there's no transient. We've kind of cut that out completely. We also offer medical. We also offer a 401k program, paid vacation. So there's benefits that come along with this as well. And the third component to the unlimited triangle is ourselves as owners. So I have a business partner. His name's Andrew. It allows us to get a little extra sleep, maybe 5 minutes every night, knowing that we've got residual income coming regardless if it's sunny and beautiful the next day or it's nasty, rainy, and crappy. It allows us to kind of take that weather completely out of the factor of our business.
Right. Now, are these people who are on the program, are they paying month to month automatically, or are they buying a year at a time and it renews every year?
Yeah, 2 parts. So the first, our overwhelming majority, 95% of our unlimited plans are on a reoccurring basis where it automatically renews on your anniversary date. So if you sign up on the 5th, it'll auto-renewal. And there is no contract. So you can cancel, change your plan, upgrade, downgrade whenever you want. And then a small percentage of ours is called what we call a prepaid. So you can prepay for the plan. There is no discount. You can just prepay for 3, 6, 9, or 12 months in advance. And some people like that. They may not want to use a credit card. They may not want it to be reoccurring. So we just use that as a separate option for them.
Okay. Now, of all the customers you get in a given month who come in to wash their cars, how many of them are on the unlimited plan?
I'd say it varies. We have 5 locations. So one location's we have owned for almost 6 years now. And then one that we just acquired October and remodeled that one and just opened up the beginning of December. So I'd say in the beginning, it's anywhere between 20 and 30%, and it goes all the way to maybe 50, 60% after a well-established location.
Okay. So why doesn't, it sounds like a great deal to me. If you're local to the neighborhood and that you enjoy the experience, I would take my car back to the same place every time. I'm not going to spend time trying to test out a new place. So why isn't the take-up rate higher, in your opinion?
I would say it's the frequency. Some people, the frequency of when they want to wash their vehicle.
Okay.
And really the importance. Some people see a grave importance of washing their vehicle. Being in Northeast Ohio, all the snow, everything that is adverse to your vehicle and damaging to your vehicle. Some people want to protect that and they see the value in it. Others don't. And They maybe wash once every 3 months, every 6 months. And I've got some friends and family that, I couldn't drag them down for a free car wash to wash at least once a year.
Right. Even though you offer a free one, huh?
Yeah. That goes on our marketing. We even send out an oversized postcard for a free car wash just to come in, try us out. And it's even tough for those people. We're getting about an 8 to 10% redemption rate on those mailers, but still it's for, a free car wash, and you got to want to protect your vehicle.
Yeah. Yeah. I always thought, I haven't really researched, but I always thought that better to wash your car once a month than once a year because the stuff gets caked on and leaches into your paint or ruins your finish the longer it sits on your car. That's just my general guess. Is that true?
And I agree with you, Malik. There's a lot of, from wind erosion to dirt, weather erosion, the sun. If you're getting sap or bird, lands on your car, the salt here in Northeast Ohio, the pollen in the south and the west, all these things are eating up your car, and it kind of makes me scratch my head that a vehicle is either the most expensive investment in your life or the second most expensive investment next to your home. And people see that as they really want to protect it. They want to protect their assets, and other people can care less. So it's for us to market, and that's the idea, to get around our branding is this is a great opportunity for you. This is how you can easily take care of your car and how it's easily affordable as well.
Right. Now, the Unlimited program is that just the basic car wash and all of this is just someone washing your car and it just comes out wet, or does that include drying and vacuuming and Armor All and the tires and the whole shebang?
Yeah, so we've got 4 different unlimited plans. So the first one's $19.97, then it goes up in $5 increments to our highest, which is our Platinum, which is $39.97 a month, and that has all of the bells and whistles. So that's got our premium hot wax, our Sergeant Clean tire shine, the military monsoon, triple foam, all those protectants, and the $19.97 is our basic, which is just a soft cloth. All of our tunnels are friction. So we have soft cloth and foam, which is touching the vehicle as it goes down the conveyor. And at the end, we put spot-free rinse on every vehicle, and we range from having 6, 7 to 8 blowers blowing the vehicle off to our most recent facility in Parma about a year ago. We've got about 15 blowers at that facility.
And that makes a big difference between 6 blowers and 15?
Yes. It's just trying to get, and I can kind of go a little crazy on you here and talk about the chemical and the high pH and low pH levels of this, but there is actually a science, and we're very fortunate to have a great maintenance manager who helps us with the soap as well as the maintenance of maintaining the equipment from preventative maintenance to installation. And that guru is able to tell us and help us get the best, driest vehicle, because that's what you want ultimately. You come in for a clean, dry, and shiny car, and that's what we want to deliver to you whether you're getting a $19.97 unlimited plan or the $9, just a basic one-time wash, all the way up to our $20 or $39.97 unlimited plan. We want to give you a clean, dry, and shiny car.
Right. So as a car owner, sounds like I should be favoring a newer facility versus an older one.
That's been our business model, is taking over, politely I'll call them distressed businesses, and fix the outside, fix the inside, completely gut it out, gave it a nice rebrand, refresh on the facility with new equipment, the bells and whistles to make it. But yeah, I mean, you're taking your vehicle, and that could range anywhere from a $5,000 used vehicle to, we watch Teslas that are $80,000, $90,000, $100,000, and you're building that trust and confidence in us that we're not only going to give you a clean, dry, and shiny car, but also the equipment that's touching your car is safe and it's secure. And I'd always go with the newer car washes versus the older ones.
Right. Simply because, one, it kind of shows that the owners are better funded, but two, the equipment might be better as well.
Yeah, and even you'll come to our facilities and maybe you see something that looks a little old or distressed. It's just been put a lot of wear and tear on the Northeast Ohio weather, as well as it's just constantly wet. It's a wet environment. A lot of our equipment is stainless steel. We do a lot of preventative maintenance to it, but that's what, it's all the confidence factor.
Right, definitely. Now, to implement the Unlimited program, do you need a lot of special accounting software, billing software, or is it pretty straightforward and someone just has a piece of paper with credit card numbers and they run it through every month?
Yeah, so it's automated, so it's nice. When I use the analogy, just like Netflix and Hulu, we use a software company out of Akron, Ohio called DRB Systems.
Okay.
And it's used a RFID tag where we put a little RFID sticker in your front window, and then we use the receivers and correspondence just like you would on the turnpike, like the Fast Pass on the turnpikes.
Right.
You pay, so if you were to come in today, Malcolm, the 31st of December, slide your credit card, we put a sticker in your window, you sign up, just fill out a little information in case we do need to get in contact with you, name, your phone number, email address, make, model of your vehicle, and you're done. 2 minutes later, you got a sticker in your vehicle, you can wash unlimited, and on your next visit, the RFID reader will pick you up, your vehicle, and know exactly what wash you get and welcome you at the pay station on your next visit. You hit no thanks, my usual, or maybe you wanted to upgrade, the gate goes up and away you go.
Nice.
Fast, easy, and convenient.
Now, is there any human interaction when someone pulls up their car and they have the RFID tag? Is it all just done by a console and they just go on through?
Yeah, so we have pay stations there and then the RFID readers, and we have humans. It's very important to me to have the personal care and attention, not only from the consumer side, but the vehicle side in case there's any issues. So all of our sites anywhere have between 3 and 4 team members at the pay stations in helping you guide and load you into the facility, as well as a manager on staff. If there's any issues or, have any questions, want to buy a gift card, we're happy to help.
Right. Okay, cool. So is this a turnkey solution or do you get to kind of piece it all together yourself?
Specific to the new acquisitions or
to the unlimited program that you have with the RFID, the billing and so forth? Was this like a solution you bought from one vendor who did it all for you, or did you kind of have to find someone to do the RFID, someone to do the software, someone to do the billing, and you kind of pieced it all together?
Oh, yeah, I got you. Yeah, it's a seamless process all through DRB Systems, and they handle everything. It's all their equipment and all of their infrastructure. We use a processing company that does all the processing of the credit card, and it's done automatic on a regular basis. And then we're here to help if there's an issue with the account or need adjustments taken care of. But it's a smooth, seamless process. It's fantastic.
Cool. And did they charge you a flat fee, or they charge you on a per RFID thing as well?
The software company just charges us for the system, and then we purchase the RFID stickers from them, and then we pay a monthly software support fee on a regular basis to act as support or, whenever needed, or we want to implement some sort of marketing or promo code or promotion. They're there to help with that.
Right. So what's kind of nice is that sounds like you can scale up your unlimited program, but your costs are relatively fixed other than the RFID stickers.
Yeah, they become fixed, and we purchase in bulk. So having the luxury, having 5 locations, we've got a couple more in the works for next year. we can purchase these in bulk at a discounted rate and then use them amongst all 5 of our facilities. If we had just one, like early on in our process, these stickers are about $4 a piece.
Okay.
So we're able to kind of get a significant discount when we can buy, 8 or 10,000 plans. So it does pay to order them in bulk as we go through.
Yeah. Now, $4 is the bulk rate, or is that the individual rate?
That's the individual rate. If we were to buy them, I think it's like $3.89 if we were to buy them on a smaller scale, maybe 500, couple thousand. But we usually buy, and it cuts the cost almost in half.
Right.
When we're getting 8 or 10,000 of them. But we have the luxury to do that by using it at all of our sites.
Yeah, definitely. I can see how it helps, makes your break-even costs, break-even time much lower. Cool. Yeah. Now we start getting into the second driver, customer service. How do you determine what level of customer service you want to provide, and how are you measuring that your team is delivering on those targets?
That's that. When people think customer service, they think, well, how do you measure that? Is there like a meter when the car pops out the other end and it
right.
the gauge and it says, hey, I'm 80% satisfied or 90% satisfied? I think it's from our visit frequency. I think it's from what we hear on a regular basis from our consumers and our municipalities. 5 years ago, when we took over and did our first remodel in Strongsville, and 6 years ago when we started to get into car washing, our flagship became change the face of car washing, and that's what we wanted to do. I did a survey throughout the Midwest, and the survey results came back with car washing is grungy, nasty, dirty tunnels, poor lighting, all these negative personas on the industry, as well as specific to team, guys, chain smoking, waiting on you at the pay stations, and just this whole negative persona of what good service is and good team members are. Mm-hmm. So we wanted to completely squash that from day one. And it's changed the face of car washing.
Right. Yeah, for sure. What you described is exactly what I would imagine in terms of grunginess and people just hanging out, smoking and waiting and not doing a great job.
Yeah. And think about it. When I talked earlier about this is the second or the most expensive investment in your life, and you're going to have zero confidence in the guy that's getting ready to send your car down the tunnel. We want to provide that confidence, and that comes with customer service. So we hire very, very hard. I actually talk everyone out of working for us. I give them a bunch of this job's not for you statements. If I need to motivate you, if I need to babysit you, if I can't trust you. These are some of the questions that I ask to really, really, really find the good guys and gals that are out there.
Right.
Who care about people, who are looking for intangibles out of their job. And that's really going to give us the service that we're looking for with quality, with customer care. And that's what it's all about.
Yep, definitely. And for me, it's like you find a place that delivers a great experience that you're really happy with, and the price is reasonable in your mind. Why not go back there again and again, right? Why risk going to some other place and having a shoddy, poor car wash or a very unpleasant experience? Is this not worth the hassle? I mean, I don't want to spend an hour just to have to realize I need to get my car washed again the same day somewhere else.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's why we still have the human interaction at the pay stations, because I want that. I don't want to, anyone to think that we're embracing technology and we're getting rid of staff. That's not the case. We still need that human interaction. I appreciate that and things that I do. And just this morning, I saw at the local gas station down the street, they're coming up with little self-service lanes at gas stations, so you don't have to interact with a human. And I want to make sure that's still important at our Sergeant Clean's Car Wash, and we'll continue to do that.
Right. And I can see how, because you have your unlimited program, you have maybe, just taking a simple average of what you shared with me, say 30-40% of your revenue on this unlimited program. And, when you have a fixed residual revenue that's coming in, you can plan for that, right? And you can hire people and be confident that you don't need to fire them down the line, right? Because you have this steady income. And that's pretty cool. I wanted to ask you this, as you were mentioning this, is you mentioned before that your team are salary, they get benefits, 401k, vacation time. Is that very much unlike the industry norms?
Extremely. Yes. I've been very fortunate in the 6 years to really meet some very good people in the industry and have seen a lot of them speak and had the pleasure of actually speaking as a panelist on a couple different discussions at the ICA, or the International Car Wash Association. And people kind of look at me twice when I say we've got people at our pay stations, because they look at it as a cost savings. And they also look and kind of cringe when I say we offer a 401k with a 3% contribution, not a 3% match. We offer kind of a profit sharing program every month from every single team member at every one of our sites. We offer medical, and some of our positions are salaried because we want to give people this career opportunity. We don't want think about it. Every week, if you had to get up, Malcolm, and say, okay, it's going to rain this week, I'm only going to work 20 hours. How am I going to provide for myself, provide for my family, make a car payment, make a house payment? When those guys and gals are working for us, I don't want them worried about that. I want them focused on our customer. I want them focused on safety. I want them focused on quality and providing the best service that we can. And by paying someone an extra $1 or $2 an hour and offering great benefits, it mitigates that thought process and allows them to focus on what's really important to us, not how am I going to pay for this or how am I going to feed this. And that's where a lot of people in our industry have gone to, where they just stick at minimum wage and it is what it is. And I always reference the number of W-2s at the end of the year.
Oh, yeah.
That should be something you should look at in every business, not just car washing. Look how many W-2s you're passing out at the end of the year.
Right.
And that'll really look at your true retention. And I always do exit interviews too, because we're not perfect. When someone leaves, I want to know exactly what we did right, what we did wrong to be better moving forward.
Yeah. I'm as you were discussing that, I'm also thinking that your retention rate of your team members are probably much higher than industry average as well. When you eliminate the uncertainties that they're feeling about, am I going to have enough to pay the bills? But at the same time, you're investing in training your team on the processes that you have, and you don't want to hire new people constantly and train them up again, right? You want to ideally train them once and then just improve upon it, right? So I can imagine that alone is at the end of the day, is a huge savings for you.
Yeah, without a doubt. And that's another component, with the payment and paying good money, a good rate, to team members, but also training them. Constantly when I ask and when I interview people, I say, hey, what can I or my management team do in order to make your job best? They constantly are saying feedback. Tell me what I'm doing right. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. And the second part of that is training. Train me. Get me what I need to do. And we actually have a corporate trainer. So he goes around to all of the sites. He also does all of our onboarding. And we've got a training program, 30, 60, 90 days. So to your point, we don't want to invest all the money, not only just in our corporate trainer, but all the time, the money, the energy, and getting someone who does not want to be here and is just in here for a paycheck. We truly want that individual to be the best and excel at the best. So we train them to do that, and it's worked out quite well because time is actually more valuable than money.
Yeah, definitely. You don't want to spend your time training new people with the same stuff just because the previous person left. So yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, exactly.
Your third driver, sales and marketing. Can you share a bit about that? You talk about branding, the having an image, a reputation, providing great experience, which ties into the second driver. Can you talk about your sales and marketing? What programs, campaigns you've executed? What's worked great and what hasn't?
Yeah, and we have an exceptional sales and marketing manager. His name's Nick Rodia, and he handles everything from our branding, also to the sales, making sure our key metrics and everything are maintained and adequate and on track.
Okay.
And the marketing. So to kind of take a step back, our branding is the most important. So our mission at Sergeant Clean's Car Wash is to provide the highest quality car wash, coupled with superior customer service, while being role models in our community. And that last part's very important. So it goes with our brand. We train all of our guys and all of our teams to know that we're good people. We smile. We like to have fun. This is a good, positive environment. So we want that to continue when you don't, when you leave work at 8:01, I don't want you to turn into a knucklehead because you're supporting and representing our brand. So that's important that you're getting that our brand is associated with one, the name is Sergeant Clean's Car Wash. So that involves myself with integrity, honor, veteran-owned business, family-owned business. And that's kind of a lot of the backing to our brand, as well as a smile and a handshake. Some of our most successful marketing aspects has been our Every Door direct mailer. We send an oversized postcard out for a free car wash because we want you to try it out. We want you to come in, see the smiling face at the pay station, see all the bells and whistles in the tunnel that we have to offer. And, the end result's a clean, dry, and shiny car. And we want to give you options. So we want you to kind of test drive it for a little bit. If the unlimited plan is right for you, you could either just take your free car wash or use that $9, we call it a $9 bill off your first month to give us a try. And there's no obligation. So you can try it for a month and cancel or change your plan whenever you like.
Nice. Sure. You pretty much eliminate pretty much all the risk as one can, right?
Right. People always say there's a hook or there's a gimmick.
Yep.
Absolutely not. It's a free car wash. Our sales and marketing manager, as well as myself, our corporate trainer, our maintenance manager, even our acquisitions manager, we even have free car wash coupons that we carry on our side. When we meet someone at the gas station or at a store, we want people to come try it out, and seeing is believing.
Yeah. So Brian, the direct mailers work really well for you. Would you say that's your number one marketing channel, or are there a couple others that you prefer to use over direct mailing?
That is our number one. And then our other one would be word of mouth. And we utilize the word of mouth advertisings through some components of our social media, our email newsletters, and mostly just providing a great customer experience and telling them to tell a friend or family member about how great your experience was or how fantastic your unlimited plan is. Car washing is more impulsive than any other business. So it is, if it's a bright, sunny, beautiful day, you're going to be driving down the road, see our car wash sign on the road and pull in with others. When you see the car in front of you pull in, you're going to go, hey, this looks like a good opportunity for me too. And it's staggering how many consumers come in one after another watching someone else pull into our facility.
Right. It's kind of like a restaurant, right? You don't want to have an empty restaurant because no one's going to go in, but you have one that's filled with people, or even, a quarter filled, but they're sitting near the front. It just entices people to check it out further.
Right. Yeah, and it's good and inviting. So we've got landscaping out front. That's very important at all of our facilities to make it inviting to come into the facility. And we offer free vacuums. And like I said, all of our building is painted and colored, and it provides a nice exterior image.
Yep.
Not only to our company, but just that, hey, put some confidence in us. We're going to take care of you.
Yeah. Now, are you proactive in asking for word of mouth referrals?
A phrase my grandfather always said back in the day, and never really understood it as a young man. He always told me, and I refer to this to our customers and our managers we tell our customers as well, if you're happy, tell a friend or 1,000 friends. The moment you become unhappy, you come find me.
Right.
So that's been something Grandpa Krusz has always said, and it's just stuck with me through the years. And that's kind of our motto.
Okay.
If people are happy and they're excited, I always mention that on the phone. Hey, if you're happy about that, tell a friend, tell a family member, and same with the consumers that are on site.
Okay. Nothing so proactive as do you have a friend or a family member who I can send a free car wash voucher to?
No, we haven't done on that aspect. We do have a program called Thanks, and it's an app that we use. So you download a Sergeant Clean's Thanks app. You tie your credit card or any other credit cards to the household too. Mm-hmm. And then that's a loyalty program. So not only can you sign up for our unlimited program as one step of loyalty, a second step is this Thanks program. And for every $100 you spend, you get a $20 platinum exterior car wash to be redeemed on the app. Okay. And you don't need the app on any visit. The credit cards will get stored. They're all coded and protected in that site. And you just use your unlimited program and wash as you so choose. And it just builds in points. Mm-hmm. There is a platform in there that allows us to provide referrals. And we're going to start that process in 2019. We wanted a baby step into this program. We started it early in 2018. So we wanted to make sure that we've tested everything and started with the bare minimum before we start going crazy with all the capabilities of the program.
Yeah, definitely. A little bit hard to unwind things when it goes out to thousands of your customers and you go, oh, this isn't working great, right? Better to
we want to make sure we crawled before we walked and ran.
Yeah, okay. All right. Now, so you talk about direct mailer being your best marketing channel, word of mouth being another one that's a very strong number 2. Is there a third one that's worked out really well for you?
I'd say we donate quite a bit to fundraisers. So being a car wash, we get the opportunity, unlike a restaurant, when you're donating a restaurant coupon, you're physically giving away product, let's say.
Yep.
You're giving away a salad or a steak dinner. So when you're donating $20, $30, $40, $50 at a restaurant, it's a lot different than us. As I mentioned with the $9 bill, marketing, every door direct mail, or advertising earlier, we're already here. The building's here, the utilities are on, the team members are here. So with that, we get to advertise by donating to different fundraisers and local organizations here in town. But that's not the most important reason. The most important reason for us to do those donations is to do that, just to get back to the communities that we serve. When you think of owning a business in a certain city, I always think, when are we paying our city rent? How are we paying our city back? And a lot of that's through our community fundraising and organizations and nonprofits and local charities. So we're never really going to turn anybody away who wants to come in and get some free car washes to give away in a basket, or offer 3, 6, or even a year's worth of unlimited car wash they can raffle off to gain money for their organization. So that's worked out real well.
Right. Yeah, I can see how from our conversation, right, most of your costs are fixed, and you've designed it that way, right? Labor has become a fixed cost. It's not a variable component like it might be for other car washes. But yes, I can see how you can do donations to fundraisers, and your cost to you is like soap, water, some utilities, but not a huge bite, right? Other than maybe taking up space of a paying customer. But I imagine you can kind of even this out, maybe, do more fundraising events when the weather's not so optimal, so you have more capacity and won't impact you as much.
Correct. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So for 2019, I know you talked a little bit about your plans already. You talked about, it sounded like you were looking to acquire a couple more car washes. What surprises can you share with us today about what your plans are for 2019?
Well, we talked about some acquisitions that we kind of have in the pipeline for middle of next year. We've done in 2018, we've done quite a bit. If you looked at our P&Ls on capital expenditures, we've done quite a bit. So we're going to kind of hang tight for the beginning of the year, and we've done so much for investing in our sites, from new concrete, new equipment, to fixing up the building and branding all of our sites to be the same. We're going to kind of take a breather for the first half of 2019, and then go back into our acquisitions with a couple more that we have in the pipeline. And hopefully those acquisitions will work out, and we'll continue to grow.
Right. So your CapEx in 2018, was that related to the 2 new branches you opened, or you're upgrading all of your other facilities as well?
Both. The 2 new acquisitions, both of those were complete rip out and install with brand new tunnel equipment and new walls, new fixtures, the bells and whistles that go in there with our marketing, and then capital expenditures, from concrete to other facilities to some new equipment, just fixes and minor changes that needed it.
Right.
So that way we could focus on 2019 on the growth and stability.
Right. Any plans to use other marketing channels? I noticed how you didn't talk about any sort of online advertising.
None at this point. Maybe I'll ask Nick and see if he's got any planned. He's going to give us our 2019 game plan here in January, so we'll see if that's what he's going to come up with. But as I stated earlier, car washing is more impulsive than anything. Mm-hmm. So the direct mailer, some social media, some online presence. But if you're going to wake up tomorrow and buy a product, you can get online and search all that. If you're going to wake up and, well, you know what, I really want to get a car wash. Let's see where I can go. It's such a low percentage. You're just going to get up and drive, and you're going to be driven past that facility. It's going to be more impulsive than anything. Mm-hmm. So we'll try to see how more impulsive we can make the car wash.
Right. Yeah, I think my wife might be more on the impulsive side, but for me, before I wash my car, I'd be doing like the research and looking at Yelp and the reviews and making sure that people have had fantastic experiences before I spend an hour getting my car washed. So
yeah, and that's the good thing too, that if someone comes in and maybe they get that free car wash and they want to check us out on the website. So we have a website, we have Yelp, we have Google listings and reviews. And we have all of that to kind of further put more trust and confidence in us and our capabilities, mm-hmm. to say, hey, that was a really good wash. The people were good. I've done my research. Because some people are very analytical, and we can give them that platform to do that. Maybe that's Malcolm, or other people are maybe like your wife, where they can come in and go, this is really good. Let's do it, and no harm, no foul, and move on.
Yeah. So what do you see as your biggest challenges in 2019?
Constant. I mean, I'd say it's a number one and number two, which has just been a regular basis, is continuing to find good team members. Even though we're very fortunate and lucky, we still want to just continue to find good guys and gals out there to serve our customers. So that's a continued ongoing challenge, coupled also with retaining the ones that we got. So retention is important to us. One of the secondary challenge is I'm young. I'm 38. My business partner is 38 as well. So on the capital side, we've been very fortunate to partner with some private investors along the way. We've never had to take on equity investors, and some smaller community banks who have worked out well with us. So it's been pretty nice to kind of leverage them as a small banking institute, but we've already kind of blown through our SBA, and now we're on to the smaller community banks. So that's always poses a challenge for us, just to get them to believe in what we're doing, because car washing is difficult. It's new. A lot of banks do not appreciate it. So I see that as an ongoing challenge for us, but we've been, Lord willing, we've been very fortunate to have that overcame through the years.
Right. Two last questions for you, Brian. Who are your ideal customers, and what's the best way for them to find a Sergeant Clean's car wash to bring their car to?
Our ideal customers are, number one, you got to have a car. So you got to have a vehicle. And I'd say be within 3 to 5 mile radius of our locations here throughout Northeast Ohio. Our locations are on our website at sergeantclean.com, so sgtclean.com.
Thanks for joining us today, Brian, and sharing how you accelerated your company's high-value sales.
Yeah, happy to be here. It was a pleasure, Malcolm.
We've been speaking with Brian Krusz, the owner-operator of Sergeant Clean's Car Wash, about his company's rapid growth. For interviews with other fast-growing, high-value sales companies, or to learn how we can accelerate your firm's high-value sales through automation, visit eversprint.com.